Guys, 1 second. Just give me a minute. Let me. So I'm back. So, how many people do we have here now? So, where are my guys at? Let me see how many people are free to join me this morning. Let's go. Analysis is in the building. Analysis. Good morning to you. So, waiting for guys to join us before we get the party started. Where are my homies at? Shoji or Sugi. Shoji, Sugi. Good morning to you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Guys, as you join me, like and share, invite more people to join us. The topic for this morning is what they say. It's going to be an interesting. Cynthia Oyairo, that's my sister there. Cynthia, I do remember when you were still a very small girl, don't forget. Yes, so, but I know exactly when you were coming up, don't forget. So, Cynthia Oyairo is in the building. So, yeah, people are joining me. A lot of people are joining. As you join me, like and share. Bring in more people. Let's go. What they say is the topic for this morning. I want it to be hot. Man, I love these beers. Christian Game. Hello, Christian, how are you doing? Like and share this program. Cynthia Onyairo, I see you big time. Pamela Fontanelle, Pamela, good to see you. Cynthia, for sure now, yes now. I know when you were coming up, what do you think? I know you very well, very beautiful, with a beautiful nose, beautiful face, long face. I know you very well. Yes, so beautiful face and a lot of things then. Sogi, I see you. So this morning, do we start immediately or we wait for more people to join us? Do we wait for more people to join us or do I start? That's my sister there. You see the blessing, morning blessing, 200 stars. Yes, so. Cynthia, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my sister. Maria, you said, do we follow each other? It's not about following somebody. Sometimes you follow somebody, but you go to the person's page, you don't see any video that will impress you. Sometimes, some people, I have people who say I should follow them, but if you go to their page, you don't see no content. In fact, let me keep it real. I have a sister who started content creation. My immediate elder sister. She has passion for it. Many people in my family also like content creation. They are into it. I am an inspiration to a lot of them. I'm an inspiration to a lot of them. So my sister, she's doing fine. She's trying to create content online. And she asked me to follow her. This is my blood sister now. I told her, I said, no, I'm not. Shukwe Bugandi will see you. I'm not going to follow you now. Okorie Shidebere Sunday. Good morning to you. Good to have you in the building. Okorie Shidema. My father's name was Okorie too. That was my father's name, Okorie. So now my sister said I should follow her. I said, no, I cannot follow you because if people come to your page, what are they going to see? You can't just say, follow me, but you've got no content. When people come to your page, they see nothing. First of all, you work on yourself. And then when people will see your work and follow you automatically, let me go further. Guys, you're welcome this morning to my breakfast show. The topic for this morning is what they say. This is going to be a very interesting topic. There's somebody living in Vienna contacted me and said, boy, we've got to do things together. We've got to do content creation. We've got to, make videos together and the rest of them. I said, no wahala. The guy wanted to open a Facebook page, YouTube page. I said, listen, let me tell you the truth. I'm going to help you to open a page. I'm going to tell you how it works. Yes, so Okorie, she better see you. I'm going to show you how to open a page. Nobody taught me. All the things you see me do today, nobody taught me. I discovered it by myself. Nobody taught me nothing. Now let me go further. So this guy said we should start content creation together. I went to his page. He has only 3 friends, no follower. Asabe Simon, good morning to you. This guy who said he wants to collaborate with me has only 3 followers. Now listen. You see, charity should begin at home. You first of all have got to prove yourself. You've got to work on yourself first. You need to do your homework very well. You see, let me be an inspiration to whosoever that may come across this video. Yes. I am not waiting for anybody to lift me up. I lift myself up. I gave myself visibility. I'm not joking. After Tyson Paul fight, listen to me attentively. After Mike Tyson and this boy, that fight some days ago, Tyson was interviewed. The interviewer asked him, you proved the world wrong by fighting up to 8 rounds. Tyson answered back. Tyson said, he did not prove anything to anybody. He proved himself right, not the world. He does not care about the world. He cares about himself. He proved himself right. You've got to prove yourself first. You see, so the guy that said he wants to collaborate with me, I looked at him, I went to his page. He has only 2-3 followers. How? First of all, do your homework. You need to do the things you are supposed to do first before. It's just like some people who are looking for help. You want somebody to help you. You want a brother to help you. You want a sister. You want your friend to help you. Why don't you start by helping yourself? Did you think I just came up? No. I started by making videos every day. In fact, there were times I made videos, nobody watched, nobody commented. I did not quit. Yes, I told you there were times I felt ashamed of myself. I felt like, man, I was a failure. Nobody listened to me. I did not quit. I continued to make video. I continued to make video. One day, one of my video went viral. People followed my page. I continued. I did not stop. Nobody posted my page. I did not pay anybody money. I continued to make videos. And every now and then, you see one of my videos go viral. 3 days ago, I posted a video where I spoke about Europe being boring. That video now is about 150,000 views. And that video has given me 2,000 followers on Facebook. You saw me yesterday celebrate 40,000 followers on Facebook. That video did it. You just need to keep working on yourself. Don't believe that somebody needs to do it for you. You have to attract progress yourself. Let me tell you, there are days I don't do anything. People watch my videos online and follow me. That is good commodity. That is good commodity. In Dutch, we call it waren. Good commodity sells itself. Good commodity, that is, don't even need marketing. If you have good stuffs, people will see it and follow you. People will come and buy. Yes. You need to, that is, I discovered what works for me. Did you, Asabe, Simon, you saw the video? Yes, you saw the video. The video I made with some Somalian guys, something like that. Video is about 150,000 views. You see it. So what I'm saying, I have a video now that is over 700 views, some over 1 million views. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm not hoping on anybody. What is going to be is going to be. If you keep hoping on people to lift you up, you will be disappointed in life. Let me be raw. If you keep hoping on people to lift you up, you will be disappointed. Believe in yourself. Keep pushing and you will scale through. So guys, you're welcome. Yeah, there are some people who believe their help will come from outside. Some people believe their help will come from, it's true. Man is God to man. Some people, others lifted them up. But you don't have to wait, sit somewhere waiting for people to come rescue you when you are down. When you are down, You pick yourself up. Even when nobody is there to rescue you, to pick you up, you pick yourself up. Guys, welcome to my breakfast show. The topic this morning is what they say. Does what people say in your life matter to you? Are you distressed by what people say? Listen attentively. Do what people say in your life discourage you? Listen attentively. So many people listen to what people say, like when they tell them, you are not good at what you do. You are not fluent in English, you are not fluent in your native language, you cannot do it. They say there is power in spoken words. Many people are at a place in life, they are stuck at a place in life because of what people said in their life. Some, you were told they don't think you can make it in life, and you believed it. Some were told they can never progress. That is, you cannot travel abroad, you cannot graduate, you cannot get a job, you cannot get married. You are not a wife material. You are not a husband material. You are not a good father. You are not a good mother. Now, Moneybag, I see you. They told you, some called you a vagabond and you believed it. Now, let me use myself as an example. I always use myself as an example. Let's go share this broadcast. I want to keep it real this morning. So you learn from my story. Growing up, my mother was a very good cook. My mother was a very good cook. My mother, she knew how to cook native soup like ofe onugbu, bitter leaf soup, oha soup, and the rest of them. And you know, the way she cooked, she would add ogiri. That is African Maggi, ogiri, and things like that. So now, I was growing up, I love eating. They called me a glutton while growing up because I was large, massive. I looked big. So, because my mother was a good cook, I loved eating, especially African fufu, gari. I can swallow gari growing up. Because then I thought whenever I had not, if I wasn't given enough to eat, you see me fight the entire family. Yes, I fought my sisters, I fought everybody because of food. I was the middleman there. That is, I wasn't the first set of my mother's children. I was born in the middle, but I I fought a lot because of food. So at a time, I loved eating. So whether I had money then or not, I looked for a way to eat. So people thought my life was just food, eating food, eating food, eating food. They began to mock me. So they started calling me a glutton, somebody who loved eating food. They said my life then was only eating. I was only after food. Yes, then I was only after food because I loved eating. Listen. Anytime I had money on me, if I had money back then, the first thing I would do is to rush to any mama puts, roadside food seller or restaurant to go eat food. Man, I loved eating good food. As a result of that, because of that, nobody believed I was going to make anything out of my life because they said any money that comes my way, I will use it to eat and enjoy life. Are you following me now? Nobody believed that I was going to make anything out of my life because they said they believe I was a glutton, that I love eating food. So, family members, friends, they canceled me. Like, this guy is just, he loves eating food. Yes. You see, you can never judge a book by its cover. And then I was younger. Never you that is watching me, never you rule anybody out in life. Do not, I was highly underrated growing up. I was underrated big time. But many of these people who underrated me never knew I was highly intelligent. One second, guys. So, I was underrated by my siblings. Back then in Africa, nobody had time to study anybody. Parents had no time to study their children, watch their children. Brothers had no time to watch their brothers or their sisters to know who has potential back then. Especially if you are from a never-do-well family, a very poor background, people wouldn't rate you high. There is a way African people think. If you are from a poor family, people underrate you. Yes, that's the truth. If you were born in a well-to-do family, you as a man, a young man or a young woman, even if you are dull, your family background covers you. People believe, even if you that were born in a rich family, if you are unintelligent, if you are dull, people will rate you high. I witnessed it. I know a lot of people who came from well-to-do family. They had the best girlfriends. They had good friends around them. People surrounded them. Nobody surrounded me growing up because my parents weren't doing very well then. People underrated me because based on my background then. But now I proved everybody wrong. Yes. I always say don't underrate nobody. Jenny Nation, I see you. Let's go further. So, there were people who thought, listen to me, especially in Africa. See, there is something I've learned in life. And that thing is, anything can happen in life anytime. To be honest. The table can turn. When I look back now, the people that were doing well in the late 70s, in the 80s, early 90s, they are broke today. Those people who underrated me, they cannot stand me today. I'm not lying. It depends on you. What people say about you does not matter. This is why I tell you, don't seek public validation. Yes. What I will give you guys gist this morning. The table can turn at any time. Lizman, I see you. Lizanne, I see you. Omari Omar, I see you. Omeire Ikechukwu, yes. Okay, this is Omari Omar, I see you. I always say, listen to me, never you underrate anybody in life. The worst mistake you will make in life is to underrate anybody. Goliath underrated David and he was shocked. Goliath underrated David and he got the shock of his life. Never you underrate anybody. This is why at this age, at this my age, I'm careful what I say. The table can turn at any time. That you are on top today does not mean you will be on top forever. I'm telling you. That you be careful what you say to people. That you are on top today does not mean you are going to be on top forever. The table turns. So, yes, I'm telling you the truth. So then, back in Africa, nobody saw the potential in me. People underrated me based on my family background. You see, then, growing up, we did not have enough to, my father, we weren't so poor, but as a young boy growing up, I had no toys. I did not have clothes, People did not invite me to the party. My friends did not invite me to the party because I wasn't a force to reckon with. I wasn't, because you know what's up. I also had friends who later turned to enemy, who betrayed. I don't mean betrayed. How they betrayed was, at a time, they felt I was never going to make it in life. Do you understand? And the thing is, many people you see in difficult situations today, they are in difficult situations because opportunities have not shown in their life. They have not gotten the right opportunity to move themselves or move themselves forward. Many people also, there are people who opportunities came their way, but they failed to recognize that was an opportunity. Yes. Yeah, the thing is, yes. So, the two things are there. There are people who are in difficult situations today because, one, they never had any opportunity. No opportunity came their way. They have been waiting for opportunity to come their way. None come their way. You that made it today, it does not mean that you are more better, more intelligent than others. You were just lucky. So never you mock anybody because you are shopping today. You are in a better position. The table turns. Some people are waiting patiently for opportunities to come their way. And if opportunity comes their way, the things will change for them. I'm telling you. Now, the thing is, you cannot take because somebody is going through hard time. You cannot take because somebody is sick at the moment. You cannot take because somebody is poor at the moment and then you disrespect that person. Just because the person is poor at the moment, you rule that person out. If you rule that person out because that person is poor at the moment, that means you are not intelligent. And this is what a lot of people are suffering today. You think you own the world. You think conditions remains permanent. You think you are going to shine forever. Forever. Nobody is a champion forever. Nobody. To be honest. Nobody. Bear in mind, nobody is a champion forever. That your pump is running today does not mean your pump is going to run forever. Be careful what you tell people because they are suffering at the moment, because they are poor now. In some years to come, you may be poor and those people you are mocking may be rich. The table turns. So, this morning broadcast is about what people say in your life. Does it matter? Do what people say in your life matters in your life? To me, it does not matter. I'll tell you why. There was a woman, a Kenyan woman, we don't call names here. Somebody says it matters sometimes. Listen, somebody said, Danny Love said it does. Let me tell you. Based on personal experience, your destiny prevails. Let me say it again. Let me give you a clear instance now. Stay put. Let me give you a clear instance. That what people say in your life does not matter. Listen now. I'm giving you now a real life story. There was a woman from Kenya. Back then, this woman went to hospital. Doctors ran tests on the woman. Listen. Now, after running tests on the woman, team of doctors said she has only 3 months to live. That was around 1995 or 96. Doctors said the woman had 3 months to live. The woman began to drink alcohol, smoke. She began to live reckless life. Vibi, I see you. The woman began to drink alcohol, believing that she was going to die in 3 months. I'm telling you, team of doctors said she was going to die in 3 months. 3 months passed. This woman did not die. 6 months passed. This woman did not die. A year passed. This woman did not die. Let me tell you, this woman, after they said she was going to die in 3 months, this woman now, after, gave birth to 2 other children. Today, this woman is still alive and kicking. That woman, the doctor said, would die in 3 months. She is still alive. They told her, as at 1995, here in Vienna, that she had 3 months to live. The woman is still alive till today. 29 years after, the woman is still alive, living her life. Do what people say in your life matter? Nobody owes your life. Are you listening to me? This is the mistake. Some people may go drink poison because these doctors are human beings. They make mistakes too. Do you understand me? How many of us, they told? See, many of us, we are told we can never make it, yet we did. Many of us, we are told we can never make it. In fact, our emergence, our progress, our positions today in life is a shock to a lot of people because they never thought we are going to arise. They told you you are ugly. Let me tell you, when I was in primary school, listen to me attentively. Now I'm grown. I'm a man. I am 58 years old. Listen to me. When I was in primary school, I was bullied because my lips, they said my lips were big. That the two lips, the people bullied me. There was a particular girl that bullied me. Even in secondary school, they said I cannot speak very well. Some people say they will call me and make mockery of me because I have open teeth. Some said I cannot speak very well, that I speak anyhow. Because then I was a teenager, I was a little boy. This kind of that bully affected me. It's a kind of made me feel inferior because I thought I was ugly. That people laughed at me, said you have big lips and you cannot speak properly. I was very shy. I cannot open my mouth in public. I was scared because of what people said about my life. I was scared. I was always shy. In public, when friends gather, I would not open. But that wasn't me. They don't know me. They don't know what is in me. So when people say certain things about your life, reject it. Yes. So now, they said, huh. Even while in secondary school, many seniors then in the hostel, they bullied me, said, you cannot speak very well. Your lips are too big. Till I got to the age of 17 years, 18 years. You know, as you grow, your physical appearance changes. When a baby is newly born, you see, as the baby grows, as days goes by, you see that that child will start to change. The looks will start to change. So, when I clocked 17, 18 years, my looks changed. Wherever I went then, people said I looked handsome. Women were around me. I was tall, massive, good looking. People began to tell me I looked handsome. I began because then I started reading a lot of books. So many books. And these books I read, it kind of inspired me, encouraged me. These books made me to know that I am unique. I am the best. I am one of a kind. Not what people said about my life, but what I read in the book, yes, changed my mindset about me. Also, so when I read certain books, these books inspired me. I became bolder. I began to speak freely. I began to I faced my fears. Listen to this story. So, as I became bolder, I became brave. I began to face my fears, and then I made moves in life that will change my situation. Began to take risk, embark on journeys. I fought to break free from poverty. When opportunity came for me to travel abroad, when opportunity showed up, I moved. Listen, When I came abroad, I had opportunity we had satellite in our home then. I was watching so many programs. Come see motivational speakers, inspirational speakers. This thing I'm doing for you here, man, is worth $1 million. It's helped me. So I began to listen to motivational speakers. Man, these guys they galvanized me into action. If you stand in my way, I'll take you down. There are some motivational speakers you listen to. Nothing will be impossible unto you, to be honest. So there were some motivational speakers I listened to. After listening to their programs, you see me move into action. Never quit. Never give up. Keep moving. Never you give up in life. When they told me, when I listened to these guys, man, I moved into action. To be honest, if you believe in yourself, nothing will be impossible for you to accomplish. It is only those that quit. If you quit, you lose. If you believe in yourself, nothing will be impossible for you to accomplish. I'm telling you. Appreciate you. Supreme Queen. So, listen attentively. So when I listened to a lot of, I will start by telling you my personal stories. This story is too long. The worst thing you will do is, when they cancel you, you cancel yourself. When people use the words of their mouths to cancel you, you cancel yourself. You enter the country, a new country. They told you have no chance in that country, and you leave. They told you have no chance in the country, you left, because they said it. That person that told you have no chance in that country is not, that person doesn't own your life, does not know how your destiny is going to go. You are in a marriage. Somebody told you that marriage will not work because that man or that woman is not the right person for you. And you left your marriage. You have a suitor. There is somebody you want to marry. And they told you, don't marry from this tribe. They are not good. They said it. And you acted on it. Somebody told you, don't marry from this tribe. And you acted on it. You used your hand. You used your hand to destroy your destiny. Let me give you an instance now. When I met my wife, they told me, why should I marry a Yoruba woman? Listen attentively. They told me, why should I marry a Yoruba woman? Yoruba women don't stay in marriages. In fact, let me go further. Let me tell you something. What people say doesn't matter in your life, and don't always listen to what people say. There was one friend, I told you guys the story of that friend, but maybe later on I'll tell you. The guy came because then each time my wife finished working, she would come to my shop. Many of my customers usually see her in my shop then. One guy came, that guy usually see my wife, and the guy knew we had something going on then. This guy came and said, boy, See, our people don't marry Yoruba women. What do you want to do with this Yoruba woman? Yoruba women don't stay in marriage. I did not listen to this guy. Me and my wife, we understood ourselves. We fight, we quarrel, we make up. We've known ourselves for a very long time. And we are friends. Things kept going on like that. Later, we got married. Children began to come. And going to 30 years now, we are still together. You see, somebody came to discourage me. What he said was, our people don't marry Yoruba women. If I had listened to him, the person that said our people don't marry Yoruba woman, he has no child, he has no wife today. That man that said that till today he has no wife, he has no child. Let me go further. Don't always listen to what people say. Do what works for you. Did you get it now? Do what works for you, not what people say. At the same time, there are so many people that married members of their tribe. Did you get the gist now? There are people that marry their tribes, men and women. Yet that marriage did not work. People married members of their race, yet that marriage did not work. There are people who are in interracial marriage and they are happy in that marriage till today. There are people who are in intertribal marriage. They are happy in that marriage today. What does not work for you may work for somebody else. What works for somebody else may not work for you. We have different destinies. You may go somewhere and die there. You may go somewhere and get stranded. You may go somewhere and will not come back. Somebody else may go that place and flourish. Go there, succeed and come back. Yes, that is why I told you, be careful what you say. You may go to Japan and fail. You may go to Japan and die there. Somebody else may go to Japan and succeed. Somebody else may go to Japan and come back alive. There are countries that people tell you, oh boy, nothing is going on in that country. You see some people go to that country and succeed. What people say. People have succeeded in poor countries where people said, nah, don't go to this country. This country is a poor country. Nothing is going on. People went there and succeeded. Made it much more than people that are living in rich countries. In fact, there are people that are living in the so-called rich countries like US, Canada, European Union, yet they are poor. They have no money. There are people living even in their village. There are people who haven't left their state and they are richer than people living in US, in Canada, in Europe here. This is why, follow your mind. Don't always listen to what people say about you. Do not always listen. I will give you guys a gist. There was one woman back then. This woman, she came here, she had a child, two girls then. She had two girls and this lady came. She had no documents. Then she had two girls. she had no documents. That was around 2002. Either 2002 or yes, around 2003. This woman had people were running to Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. People were running to Ireland. They said as at that time, Ireland was giving documents. They said then, if you go to Ireland, they will give, if you have a child, they will give you documents. That child will become automatic Irish citizen. That was the story then. So this lady, Patsy Roberts, good morning to you. Good to have you here. This lady had people were relocating to Ireland. Because a lot of people were relocating to Ireland, she approached me. She said, Uncle, somebody introduced her to me. She said she went to go to Ireland. Then, I was a rough rider. So, do you want to go to Ireland? She said yes, with her children. Okay. I advised her. I took her to Ireland. Did you think it very well? She said yes. She want to go to Ireland. Bella, I see you. She went to Ireland. I took her to Ireland. Not quite 2 months, she began to call my telephone. She said she called my telephone. My wife then thought I had something going on with her, but I had nothing going on with her. She saw me as somebody that will always give her emotional support or things like that. 2 months after, she began to call me. Uncle, she was stranded. She said she was stranded. She cannot. I went to Ireland to see her with her children. Man, if you see the kind of houses they build in Ireland, small duplexes, they will build very small sitting room. That is parlor, sitting room, very small, and 1 or 2 rooms up. Then in Ireland, there was nothing like street train or was it subway? I don't know. There wasn't anything like that. Miss Fola Shade, I see you. So now I went to Ireland. I met the woman. She was crying. Then she was staying with one Yoruba woman, beautiful Yoruba woman who respected me and welcomed me. Yes, I was treated fine in Ireland then, but I spent only a day. So the woman called me and cried unto me, said, Uncle, look, she was stranded in Ireland. She does not, that people deceived her. Why I'm telling you these stories, the woman went, got stranded, frustrated in Ireland. Because she had people were relocating to Ireland, so she traveled to Ireland. When she went there, she was stuck, stranded. She said she would never follow people's opinion again. When she called me, she was crying on telephone. So I said, okay. I said, okay, wait for me. She waited for me. I said I was on my way. I went and I delivered. Yes, I went there and I delivered. Few days after she arrived back, she came back. Okay. Few days after she came back. When she came back, she told me her regrets. I said, you see, you did not even last 2-3 months there. You went there. You did not last 2-3 months there. She went to Ireland because she saw people relocating to Ireland. Some people may go to Ireland and succeed. Because people are going to Ireland and are succeeding does not mean you will go to Ireland and succeed. She went to she went to Ireland around 2003, thereabouts, 2003, 2004. As at that time, they said if you deliver a baby in Ireland, that baby would get automatic citizenship. But that's not the topic. The topic is what works for others cannot work for you. Yes. So the woman called me. I said, have you seen? I know so many. See, there are so many of my friends. Then, back then, you see people say, America, America. You hear Philadelphia, Chicago, this. They tell you black people have power, they have rights, they are well integrated, blah, 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 blah in US. Many guys then relocated to US. Some did not last 3 months, they came back. I know a woman that spent 2 years in US. She came back empty-handed. She came as a refugee back to Vienna. Many people went to US, came back, returned back to Africa because they couldn't cope. See, that life is going well for some people in US does not mean life will go on for you in US. Do what works for you and don't always follow or listen to what people say. Let's go further. Yes, don't always listen to what people say. Let me tell you a true life story. When I entered this country, the first day I entered here, we were caught at the borders. Told you guys, I was a rough rider. We were caught, we were three. Have I told you guys this story, or do you want me to tell you the story? Do you want me to share the story with you? But let me just keep going. Paul by Waters. Paul, you like gossip. Paul, you like gossip. You like gossip. Okay, let me share this story with you guys because Paul by Waters said they want to listen to this story. Let me give you the gist. Paul is a core follower of this page, so he said he wants to. Now let me go. Well, I spent some time in Cairo back in early 90s. So I'm going to, make this story brief. I'm going to make it, I'm not going to take so much time because, okay, Shireen, Role, everybody, you guys like gossip. You guys like gossip. Okay, now listen, let me share this story with you guys. As a young African man, then, I set on this journey at a very tender age. I was in my early 20s, So when I arrived to Cairo, I spent some time in Cairo. As a hustler, big-time hustler then, smart dude, opportunity came for me to move. When opportunity came for me to leave Cairo, it was made known. Everybody, because to be honest, I was very popular in Cairo. I have always been a leader. I was very popular in Cairo. Yes, ask anybody. Even people who know me. Yes, a lot of people knows me. Now, when opportunity came for me to make a move, the news spread that I was about leaving Cairo. Listen, because I had no enemies, listen, I was in good time with a lot of people. One dude who wasn't living with us, who wasn't living in our building, who was living somewhere else. I think that guy was living in Mahdi. I was living in Masakan Sheraton in Cairo. That was where I lived, Masakan Sheraton. So this guy heard that I was about to move. That was one correct dude. The guy on his own came to me. Don't forget that cotton, please. Did you take the coins? Okay. When the guy heard I was about to make a move, the guy came to where we lived. The guy said, dude, you are about to go to Hungary. Do you know anybody there? I said, I don't know anybody because, then I had lion heart. I knew I was going to succeed. Even when I can go, as a young, brave Nwafo, I knew if I land anywhere, I would succeed because I will connect with people. I know how to flow with people. The guy came to me, asked if I knew anybody in Hungary. I said, I know nobody. He said he had friends in Budapest. Now the guy wrote the address of the guys. Said if I reach Budapest, I should go to that place that they are going to accommodate me. That those guys were his own people. See, this guy wasn't my G. We weren't good. I was popular in Cairo. Everybody knows me. If you watch comments, you see some people ask, dude, did you one time lived in Cairo? Because I was known. I was very popular. Now, this guy, we weren't flowing, but we were not so close friends. The guy came from nowhere, asked if I had any place to stay in Budapest. I said I had no place. The guy just gave me an address. Say if I reach Cairo, if I reach Budapest, I should go to that place, so address. So the day of my flight, it was late in the night, around 12 midnight. I flew Maliv Airline. Maliv Airline. Maliv Airline was Hungarian airline. Maliv Airline was Hungarian airline. I flew Maliv Airline. When I touched down at Budapest International Airport, as a sharp guy, there were some Arabs there. As a sharp guy, they asked me for my advice and everything. I presented, I spoke, and they allowed me to go. I have that power, that linguistic talent, that ability to convince people. I have it. So, when I presented my advice, they allowed me, my ID card and everything, they allowed me as an international student. They allowed me. Now listen. As I left that airport, God's last born, so you are here listening. So as I left the airport, I took a taxi. I showed the taxi the address. The taxi looked at the address and then told me the price. I had money with me. Yes, Paul by what I said. Immediately I presented my advice, my ID card as an international student. They allowed me big time. Don't joke. You don't joke. So, now, Cynthia Oyairo. So you see here, Cynthia. Guys, you are not following this page. If you are listening to me now, follow this page. And also, go to my YouTube channel and follow my YouTube channel. So when I landed in Budapest, listen, guys. Alicia Jallo is here. Aisha, is it Aisha or Alicia Jallo? Okay, now. When I reached Edward Royal Praise, when I reached Budapest, the taxi took me to the address. The taxi took me to the address. Listen, when I went there, that was a flat. There were so many other guys, men and women living in. There were about 5 people in that flat. They told me that their flat was full, that they had no place for me, that they were already 5 in number in the same flat. Well, this is where language power comes in. There is power in spoken words. I used my language, oratory power. I used my language power to convince them to allow me to stay. Yes, I told them what they needed to hear. And they said, well. Okay, we are going to allow you to stay. It's not juju. You may call it talent or gifts. Yes, they allowed me to stay. Just give me that opportunity. And then, guess what? I quickly made friends. Everybody living in that apartment, I made them my friend. We became so close. Now to talk now. Is it not to talk? When they tell you that God created heaven and earth with the words of his mouth, do you think it's a joke? You need to tap from that. That with the utterances of your mouth, you can create things. With the utterances of your mouth, you can make things happen. It's no joke. The thing is, give me that opportunity and I will convince you. Then I was very sharp, clever. Allow me to speak and it will be done. So immediately they that is hustling is not manual labor work. Osayi Obaruese, I see you. Hustling is not only carrying load. To hustle, there are people, their hustling is words of their mouths, what they say, and they eat with their utterances. You believe it's waking up every morning to go and carry load, to go and labor. Hustling is type by type. Why do you think some women fall victim to some men? There are men who have that language power. If you give them attention, they convince you. Before you wake up, some women, if you ask them what happened, they tell you they will tell you they did not know what actually happened. They may think it was magic, they used charm or juju on them. It wasn't juju. There are people who are gifted. That is, they have that oratory. They are orators. They have that power. If you give them attention, they will make you do what you do not want to do. No be lie. So, some women are pregnant today. Why are some women are pregnant? Some women even conceived. They before they knew it, they were already pregnant. They're like, Tigra, I see you. Before they knew it, that is, how do I, some men give them attention and they will, So, let me continue with this gist. So when they gave me opportunity to speak, I was able to convince them. Very smart dude. Shoji, I see you. Very smart dude then. They allowed me to stay. I had no money on me. I wasn't having any money on me, to be honest. But then I made friends with everybody living in that room. They took me, that is, I was close to everybody in the room, genuinely close to everybody in the room. They learned from me because I taught them a lot while I stayed there. I spent a month in Budapest. 1 month. Listen, and that 1 month I was inside that apartment. I did not go outside. A lot of people were going, some other people that we are living with were hustlers. Every morning you see, some people are not smart. Let me tell you this just now, listen attentively. The guys I met there in Budapest, in Hungary, they have been living in Hungary for 5 years, 3 years. Their mission was to come to Austria, Germany, Italy. They wanted to come to the West because then Hungary wasn't a member of European Union. Do you understand the point now? Hungary wasn't a member of European Union. So many people, that is, Hungary then was like a transit point where you go. From there, you look for a way to enter Germany, Austria, Switzerland, or whatever. Listen, many guys then came to Hungary and they were stranded. Some have lasted a year, 8 months, 2 years. I met them there. You know, I am somebody who likes staying indoors, staying on my own too. Yes, I'm somebody who loves staying on my own. So some of the guys there began to bully me. Like, look at, boy, did you actually come to abroad to hustle? Every day you lie on the bed sleeping. You don't go outside, you don't go to club, you don't mix up. Every day you lie. These guys, every weekend, they go to the club, chasing babes, doing their thing. You see, me, I did not go to Hungary because Hungarians, they don't speak English. They speak Magyaro. They speak their own Hungarian language. Then, I don't know about now, we used Hungarian forints. Forints was the currency they used then in Hungary. Forints. Hungary. I will tell you guys the gist of, wait, maybe one of these days. So, some of the guys were like, dude, you are a lazy man. You are not a hustler. Every day you sit at home, you lie down, you don't do nothing, you don't go outside to hustle, you don't go hustle women. But I did not go to Hungary to stay or hustle woman. Listen, there were guys, listen, learn from this story. Some guys arrived Hungary. Their intention was to travel to the West, like Germany and the rest of them. When they got to Hungary, guess what? They got themselves girlfriends. Because of girlfriends and women, some people are stuck in Hungary for over 30 years now. See, because of women, because of Hungarian women, some guys who wanted to travel to the West, like come to the Western Europe, so many guys, because of women, they became stuck. They did not travel anymore. Could be that, but then, how much was the salary in Hungary then? Early 90s, salary earners were paid, people got like 250 euros a month then in Hungary when I was there. Paul Osita Ojuku said they still use foreigns up to today. Okay, I never knew because I've not gone there for a long time. Now, I'm giving it to you the way it is. Listen, so many guys that I met there are still there. What held them there is women they met. So some of these guys were saying, boy, you are not a hustler. You are not hustling babes. You are not going out to hustle. You don't go to club. They do not know that I am highly intelligent. What? Okay, let me tell you. Because then I was very young and handsome. Then I was very young and handsome. I don't need to look. I don't have to look for babes. I spent time at home working out, press ups. My chest, if you see me then, if you see my size, I know the hustle. Why should I hustle for babes? What I do every day, back then, every day, I make sure I do 200 press ups. 200, there was a guy then, that guy, Kingsley, if you see the guy, massive, SS large. Every morning before we move, we hit 200 every day, daily, 200 push-ups. Who born you now? When I bounce out, man, I don't need, man, that is, if I go outside, I don't need to talk to any babe. Babes come then. But the barrier was language. Sandy James said he wants to see pictures. Sandy, you want to see pictures? Pictures of 30 years ago. So now, Sandy, what is he? Okay. One beautiful Hungarian babe, to be frank, blonde, beautiful. One beautiful Hungarian babe saw me. No, I saw her. I said, hello. She stopped. She was waiting for me to speak Majero. It was language barrier because you see me then. God's last born. Listen to this gist. Then, you see, I went to buy something at a supermarket nearby. I saw the babe. Beautiful, blonde, young girl of about 17, 18 years then. Now, I beckoned on the girl to come. The girl stopped. I began to speak English to the girl. She could not understand. She was speaking Majero, Hungarian language. Listen. Hungarian language. Guys, allow me to anchor this program. Allow me. So now, we need to look for somebody that will be interpreting the language. What is it called? Domesha. We call it Domesha here. Domesha. Somebody that could be translating the language for us. Now this girl was madly in love with me. Listen, madly in love with me. 4 days after I met the girl, as a soldier, I left Budapest. Because then I was focused. Nothing can deter me. Nothing stops me. Learn it from me. Some guys got girlfriends and they remained in Budapest. Just because of a girlfriend. I met this girl. 4 days after I met the girl, I forgot the girl because my mind was on, man, I have people looking up. My parents were worried. They were looking up to me, their son that traveled, that went to go make things happen. Waiting be woman now. babe, that girl was crying seriously, man. I did not even tell her. Which real men don't fall in love. Real men don't fall in love. Women, did you see how Delilah brought down Samson? Man, I'm not joking, no. That girl was madly in love, desired to see me daily. One Sunday, listen. Did you think in Africa? I had girlfriend in Africa. I had girlfriend in Africa. We were close. When opportunity came, I moved. Girl, woman. I had girlfriend in Africa when opportunity showed up. So, you want me to take because of a woman and miss a great opportunity? So many men missed great opportunities because of a woman. These are weak men. These are weak men. If the woman cry, hey, darling, I'm in love, you have to be. You need your... Oh, wow. Men, some men are messed up. I told you guys that I was in Cairo for a while. Some men came to Cairo with the intention of traveling abroad. They did not last 2 weeks. They were crying like babies. They were crying like babies. Guys, give me a second. So guys, I'm back. I'm back, man. So, back then in Cairo, some men, married men and bachelors who came to Cairo with intention of traveling abroad, they couldn't, stand 2 weeks without their women. I saw men cry like babies, matured men that were much more older than me. They were crying like babies. I said to myself, I was like looking in, I was like surprised. Many reconfirmed their tickets and went back. Half. Many men you see here are CCs. Many men you see on the street, many men are CCs. They are weak, very weak. You don't understand. Men that wanted to travel abroad, they came to travel abroad. And before they came, they set on that journey, they had girlfriends on some hard wives back home. And their journey was not a straight one because you need to transit somewhere, look for a chance to proceed further. Some married men and some bachelors, let me call single men who had girlfriends, when they got to Cairo and many of them became stranded. Some did not last a month. Some did not last 2 months. Some did not last 2 weeks. They ran back to their women or to their girlfriend. They ran back. But then, I came up hungry. People humiliated me because of lack of money. People in Africa, if you have no money, they will make life miserable for you. If you have no money in Africa, if you are poor, they make life miserable for you. So, I experienced poverty. And I do not want to go back to poverty. I was glad I escaped. So, why should I take because of a woman and refuse to proceed on my journey and refuse to go further? You got the gist now. So, just to tell you some men, there are some men. Let me give you guys a gist of one guy that lived with us in Cairo. There was one guy then, I don't need to call the tribe. The guy lived in Germany before he was deported. Either he went back, it's been over 30 years ago. He went back without documents. So, listen to this gist. When he went back, his money finished. The man had a wife and children back home. So he spent about 6 months to 8 months at home before his money, or maybe a year before the money finished. So he decided to come to Europe again to come hustle. Can you close that door because of that machine? Now, when the guy came to Cairo, he discovered there was no way forward. A lot of guys then were stranded in Cairo. This was a married man. The guy, people were praying, looking for a way to escape Cairo, to travel further. This guy had been in Cairo for like 8 months to 6 months. And a lot happened along the way. He got tired. This was a father of 4 children. Now, he wanted to go back. He kept calling the wife in Africa. He was calling the wife. He said he was tired. As at that time, that man should be over 40 years. He was calling the wife, telling the wife that he couldn't stand it anymore. He wanted to come back home and find something else doing. Listen to this gist. The wife asked him to stay there. The wife said he should continue staying in Cairo and look for a way to enter Europe. Did you hear me? The wife said he should not come back, return back home. He should do everything humanly possible to succeed, not to return back home. That guy was my friend. I was in my early 20s and that guy was in his 40s or thereabouts. About 40 years. I mixed up with men that were much more older than me. Now I called that guy. I called the man. He wasn't from my tribe. I told him, I said, look, this your wife does not love you. This your wife has a boyfriend back home. He said, what? I said, this your woman doesn't love you. This your woman does not love you. And this woman has a lover, has a boyfriend. A woman who loves the husband. You saw the husband complaining. The husband was complaining that there was no way forward. Cairo was dry, no work. Time was passing. People were stranded. The woman told him to make sure he enters Europe. And the guy was telling the woman that he was tired. He wanted to. The woman said, "No, stay there." Do you consider such a woman a loving wife? That woman doesn't love that man. What if he dies on the road? That woman did not love that man. She did not love that man. I cannot tell you as my woman, my wife, look, I am stranded. Things are tough. You tell me to hang in there. You tell me to hang in there and look. No. See, in football, when the pressure is too much, you go defense. When the pressure is too much in soccer, you go defense. Let's go further. So, in Budapest, one Sunday afternoon, around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., so somebody wrote, somebody commented, I said weak men went back to Africa. Now listen, there are two sides of a story, and coins or a coin has two sides. Some men went back because they were weak. Some men went back because of lust. Some men went back because of women. Did you get it now? The thing is, why did they go back? Did you go back because you are weak, or did you go back because you are missing your wife? A soldier is not supposed to be weak. A soldier, I will tell you guys stories. A soldier is not supposed to be weak. A man is not supposed to be. If you are, that's why they call some men woman rapper. Woman rapper. Woman rapper means weak man. And if you are woman rapper, if you are a woman rapper, you are liable to go broke because you are weak for women. So when they make a request, you must fulfill it. If you are a woman rapper, you are liable to go broke. Yes, if you are a woman rapper, if you are weak for women, you are liable to go broke. Because when they make a request, because you are weak for women, you will fulfill that request. I'm not lying. So let's go further. Let me make this story short. Somebody said, Bataza wasn't broke. Bataza was, you may not, let me leave it. So one Sunday, while in Budapest, around 3 p.m. or thereabouts, I went outside on a Sunday. I met some guys. I sat with some guys. I told you I can quickly make friends. So I sat with some guys. They said they wanted to enter Austria. I said, really? They said they were waiting for somebody what's it called? Connection man that will take them to Austria. I wasn't prepared. I just went. They saw me, They saw me and liked me. They said, boy, I sat with them. They said, these guys were moving to Austria today. I said, really? I said, I'm interested. I told them I was interested. They said, okay, let's go. There was vacant for me. There was chance for me to follow them. Meanwhile, all my clothes, my shoes, everything, all my things were in that apartment where I stayed. That opportunity showed. I did not plan it. I just went outside because that was Keleti. If you are living in Budapest, if you know Keleti, Keleti is like the central train station in Budapest. The name of that train station, central train station then, was Keleti. So that was where African people gathered then. So that day, I went to this central train station in Budapest. That station then was called Keleti. Just to go see guys and discuss with guys. So when I went, I saw some guys who said they wanted to hit the neighboring country the following day. I said, guy, I'm in. They said, really? They said, you have money? I said, I don't have money, but somebody there will give you guys money. They said, you have money? I said, I don't have. I told you guys I have that power to convince. They said, you have money? I said, I don't have any money. I had no money on me, but they carried me. I didn't plan for it. They carried me. So they said I should wait, that the driver was coming. The person. Somebody said, how do you mean how? You need to pay money to the connection man now to take you. This man did not take us. The man dropped. Let me give you guys the gist. So I just went outside on a Sunday afternoon. I went there, you know me, a homeboy then. I met some guys. They said they were traveling to Austria. I said, okay. I was interested. They said, really? That the money, the driver would take like 250 euros. 250 euros to take us, not to Austria, but border town. It was called, the name of the town then was Sopron. Sopron. From Budapest to Sopron. You get the gist now. So, we waited for, they said the man would come. We waited till around 9:30 p.m. I was outside. Then there wasn't anything like mobile telephone or social media. We were outside, it was summertime. Around 9 p.m., the man showed up. We were 3 in number. He asked us to enter. They said, well, they asked for my money. I said I had no money, but I told them one of my home guys had my $250. They should go and collect the 200. One of my, you know what I mean, had $250. They should go and collect that $250 from that my home guy. They believed me, so I entered the car without anything, unprepared. The other 2 guys were prepared. The other 2 guys they were prepared. I was older than those guys. They were younger than me. So, it rained. After we drove for about an hour, it began to rain. It started raining. This man drove us for about 3 hours from Budapest to Sopron. Now, he arrived at a place. That was, by the time we arrived there, where the man dropped us off, it was around 12 midnight. And it was raining heavily. He took us to where no car, there wasn't any life there. Dark, no street lights. It was raining. He said we should get down. I said, God. I said, so that's how I was going to die. I said, God. These 2 boys began to cry. These 2 guys from Edo State, the 2 little boys, they began to cry. The man said we should get down. Then, I had lion's heart. We got down. No car was plying that road. No sign of life. What the connection man said was, see this road. He pointed the forest. He said, we should just keep walking the forest. We should not look back. He said, if we enter the forest, he said we shouldn't look back. If we look back, we will get lost. Listen, that connection man, he dropped us. And he said, we should follow the forest, that if we keep walking straight without looking back, we will enter Austria. The bike, immediately we left, we exited the car. The man drove off. We stood like 3-4 minutes. We wanted to go back. Nobody to take us back. We did not know where the man left us. I was the one, Can and Sugar was the one. The boys began to cry. The little boys began to cry. I was the one, I was like 4 years older than them. So, before we could say, hey, the man drove off. No sign of life. Even if we start to scream, nobody will be there to rescue us. He just said, look, keep moving forward. The man said, he spoke English. He was a Hungarian man. He said, if we enter the forest, we shouldn't look back. Now these guys were crying. I said, boy, crying will not solve this situation. They had water to drink, bread to drink, and everything. I had nothing because remember, I wasn't prepared for the journey. But these guys were prepared. And they started to cry. It was raining. I said, listen, going back is not an option. You pay this guy $250 and let's risk it. Let's go forward. They said, bro, you mean it? I said, let's go. Because then I was down for whatever. Even life wasn't sweet. See, I had no wife, I had no child, I had nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose. No wife, no child, I had nothing to lose now. If not die, if die, everybody die. Everybody will die one day. So now, I now asked these guys, I said, boys, I said, let's go. They said, bros, you mean? I said, let's go. I moved. When I moved forward, they began to follow me. I led them. I hearkened to the voice of the man. The man said, don't look back when you enter the forest. I hearkened to the voice of the man. We began to make that night, we started the journey. Yes, we started the journey. It was raining. We moved. The guys, when they became weak, at the time, one of them became weak. I said, boy, this is inside. If you see the forest, thick forest, nobody knew we were there. Only 3 of us. It was dark. Nobody knew we were there. It was dark. If anything happened to us inside the forest, nobody will discover our corpse. Luckily enough, inside that forest, there weren't anything like dangerous animals like snakes, cobras, and all these venomous snakes. There was nothing like animals. If it were to be if you see the thick forest, if it were to be enough, nobody will take such risk in Africa. So I began to lead the boys. They were following from behind. They were following me. I was, using my hand, to remove the sticks, the whatever, we kept going. If you see my hand, I was wearing a polo shirt like this because I wasn't prepared. So I kept moving. Man, mother was at home. Father was at home. Siblings looking up to me. Their bro traveled to Europe. And then, man, look at what I did before we started. We started that journey in the wilderness. Look at what I did. As those boys were crying, I knelt down. Then, I was religious. As those boys were crying, it was raining. I went on my knees and I called on the creator of the universe. I called on God because nobody knew where we were. Nobody, no human being, no human being knew where we were. The boys were watching me. I said, is this the end of my life or what? I said, so is this going to be the end of my life? My mother, my father, nobody knew where I was. So as soon as the man left, I knelt down and I called on God to come rescue, to come take charge of this situation. I said, God, I don't want to die young. I said, you need to come and take charge of this situation. Your boy wants to make a move. Your boy wants, you know the situation, your boy got to make a move. I want to survive. And I said, God, this land I want to enter, favor me. You've got to favor me. Let me see your favor in this land. I know I'm going to enter this land. The guys were looking at me. After offering my prayers, after saying my prayers, I stood up and I said, boy, let's go. They followed me. So we continued our journey. We kept mountains, forest. Sometimes as we were going, you see something move, boom, like maybe an antelope or some animal, but it was pitch dark. I could not know, but I was seeing every now and then some kind of animal run, make a move. But there, I wasn't afraid. Because this was forward ever, backward never. In the first place, I wasn't prepared for the journey. Didn't you get it? I wasn't putting on warm clothes. Don't forget, we were on the move. We kept walking. So as you walk, your body will be warm. It was like as if I was doing sports. You understand me? I did not prepare for the journey. Now, this is why it is important you seize every opportunity that comes your way. Opportunity came and I seized it. Yes, I wasn't prepared for the journey, but opportunity showed up. If I had missed that opportunity, who knows? So I grabbed that opportunity. Now let's go. We kept moving. So, as we moved, every now and then I would hear some noise, some boom, 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 boom. An animal will move. I don't know the kind of animal, but these animals did not attack us. Maybe antelope or another kind of animal. When they see us approaching, it was in the night. These animals, it happened like 10 times or more. The animals will move. Now, getting to like 5 a.m. in the morning, we were walking in the darkness the whole night. Getting to like 5 a.m. in the morning, I was leading these boys. Sometimes I had to wait. And what happened was, I did not look back. I hearkened to the man's voice. What the man said. The man said, if you enter the forest, don't look back. So those boys, some of them weren't so strong, like I had to wait for some of them. Some of them got tired. We were 3 in number. You understand me now? Now, each time I had to wait for the guys, look at what I did. Then, are you seeing me now? Let me use this info as an example. Each time, if the guys were behind, what I did was, I would hold a tree like this, so that I know the direction that was forward. I would hold a tree like this, and then beckon on the guys to keep coming. You get the gist? I would beckon on the guys to keep coming. I would hold. So when they come, I know that I was to keep going forward. Because if I don't hold a tree to know the direction I was heading, I will miss the road. The man told us never to look back. So each time I waited for the guys, I had to hold something to know that I would have to go this direction. You got the gist now. You got the gist. Now, getting to around 5 a.m. in the morning, So, like the way Moses led the Israelites now out of to the promised land, that was her story too much. The story too much. We were in the wilderness. See, let's go further. It's not funny. It's not funny. Many, let me tell you, many died inside. Many. Something you become. We are walking. You'll be seeing corpse. You'll be seeing dead body or people who couldn't make it. You see skeleton. You see composed. You see composed bodies, decomposed human body. What are you talking? You see decomposed. You see skeletons. What are you talking? Some people could not make it. If you fail to listen, if you miss direction, you'll be lost in the wilderness. You'll be lost in the forest. You don't understand. If you miss direction inside the forest, you may, if you don't follow the instruction, you may walk back to Hungary, to Sopron, or you may see yourself in Slovakia. You get the gist now. So, man, you will see dead human beings. As a soldier, that didn't even disturb anybody. That did not, man, I saw cars inside the forest. I keep asking myself, how did these abandoned cars entered this forest? I saw some, like up to 3 abandoned cars inside the forest. 3 abandoned cars inside. I wondered, because that wasn't, I saw it, I kept moving. I said, how did these cars came here? What took, man, there are things you cannot explain. Now, getting to 5 a.m. in the morning like that, getting to 5 a.m. You know, we're climbing mountains, going up and coming down, climbing. It wasn't easy. So, when we climbed one mountain, from the mountain, that is on top of the mountain, I saw a city. Afar, I saw a city, light, sign of life, electricity from a very far distance. That was around 5. I saw light. I began to head that direction. As I saw light, electric light, somewhere very far, I discovered that some people are living there. So when I saw that light, light in building very far, I began to head that direction. I told the guys, it seems we've arrived Austria. So we began to head that direction. I began to head that direction, looking for way, the mountains, valleys, and everything. I met nobody inside the forest, but all the things we saw inside the forest. So I continued to move. The guys were following me. When the guys saw the lights, they became happy. These guys began to jubilate. They said, we've arrived. I said, guys, let's keep moving. I was just leading them towards that light, that city, that small light where I saw that a small village. As we got to the village, as we arrived, when we come out from the streets, it wasn't easy because I had to go towards the direction of that village. That was, no matter how the road was then, I went through the mountains, the gullies, the things we need to, it wasn't easy. A lot of things. Climbing mountains and coming down and so many things. So eventually, we approached a village. Now the signboard, the street signs changed. It wasn't written, it was no longer written in Hungarian language. Now, The science I read was written in another language. That was when I discovered we've arrived another country. Because the alphabet and the this thing changed. It was no longer Hungarian language, it was another language. We discovered they wrote German language. Then I saw a train station. So as I saw this train, we were jubilating that we made it. So we approached that train station in the village. Now these guys, their brothers were living in Vienna, in Austria, but not in Vienna. These guys, their brothers were living in Austria. They were living in Graz. The brothers were living in Graz, and I had no money on me. So when we arrived, because of the role I played, the guy said they volunteered. They were even fighting to pay the ticket, the train ticket for me. How I led them. Now, so by the time we got to the train station, somebody said, how you reduce what? What did this person write? What was the comment the person said? How do you reduce what? What was the person? What did this person write there? Guys, let's go further. So, when we got to the train station, we asked how much was the ticket to Graz. We asked how much was the ticket to Graz, another city. The man in the train station or at the train station selling the tickets told us the next train would come in 20 minutes. We should wait. Listen, because we did not understand the language, but the man spoke English. He told us the next train to Graz would come in 20 minutes. 10-15 minutes later, police vehicles showed up. Police, about 10 policemen showed up and surrounded us. The police came. They packed from everywhere. Those people knew that we just arrived. We just came because if you look at, we looked like people that came back from war. The leaves were all over our body. You see my hands, scratches everywhere. Police showed up. As the police came, they surrounded us. They just took us, started searching us instantly. Us vice, ID card, I had nothing on me. Now after searching us, asking us our names, they now carried us. They said we should enter their vehicle. They said we should enter their vehicle. Man, somebody said, then this journey is best made when you are still young and when you are not married. If you want to take risk when you are still very young. You cannot be 40, not when you are 40 years, 50 years, you say, then I had nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose. I was very, very, I was down for whatever. Do you understand me? So this journey, because I wasn't afraid, then I wasn't afraid. You get the gist now. Listen now, somebody's asking something that happened over 30 years ago. Listen to this gist. But you guys are not following my page. I don't understand you. I don't understand these guys. You are getting the gist free. You are seeing a toughy here. Very tough young man there. If I give you guys gist self, you will bow. Gist I never even begin to give you guys gist. Man, if I tell you, I will tell you guys stories now. So, what happened? As they are not even tapping the gist, then I will end the gist. Now, I will end this. Let me end this program because I cannot work in vain. Then let me end the program because you are not following my page. You are not tapping. You are not subscribing to my YouTube channel. What do I gain from this now? What do I get? You are just enjoying the gist. You are not following the page. You are not. I didn't see any subscriber on my YouTube channel. Go to Uncle Rody on YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will end this gist because you guys, I don't understand you, man. You are not showing love. Do you think it is easy to come and tell the gist? The gist sweet. You enjoy the it's sweet, but you are not carrying action. Those that have not subscribed, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe now. God's last but I see. Okay. Una's case. People are not, I'm not seeing, Paul by Waters wanted this gist. I'm not seeing any action. Somebody say, you want to go to my bio now on TikTok and subscribe. Not later. Go to my bio now, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press that link. Go now and subscribe to that. I cannot let more event. Everybody want gist, free gist now. Okay, Passy Roberts. Okay, you subscribe. Passy said I should continue. Passy Roberts said I should continue. Let me continue. The YouTube channel is Uncle Rody on YouTube. Or you go to the bio, my bio here on TikTok. You will see that link, YouTube. Press that link, and it will take you directly to my YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Go to that bio you see there. Press that bio on my TikTok. It will direct you to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Or you search for Uncle Rody, the same name, Uncle Rody on YouTube. Go subscribe. So that you'll be hearing gossip, gist. Now, as we waited, police showed up. Police came. When the police came, they rounded up us. They rounded us up. Now, as they rounded us up, they said, Osvice, ID card. I had none. Before you know it, they carried all of us, threw us inside the police van. They carried us to where we don't know. They carried us to unknown destination. Passy Roberts, thank you. They carried us to where, I don't know. We were happy that we've arrived. Because when they asked us where we are, our Osvice, our ID card, we had none. So guess what? Cynthia, you are still here. You like the gist. You see? You like the gist. Everybody's glued on this page now, listening to the gist. So they carried us to, I discovered they carried us to where, listen to this gist now, there's a reason why I'm telling you. They carried us to asylum home. Where to declare asylum. That is where they carried us. Instantly, it took the whole day, they began to interview us. We were unprepared. They began to interview us. Where we come from, this, interview. Well, we said our mind. Now listen to this. After the interview, we were all given negative. Because those boys that came with, they were underage, so they were put in underage homes. Me, after the asylum, they gave me negative. They said I should leave the country. They said I should leave. Now look at why I'm telling you this story. What people say in your life does not matter. What people say, instantly they gave me negative. They said, you were rejected, your asylum application, I should leave. I told them, I said, I'm going nowhere. They said I should leave. I said, man, if you see boldness, I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not lying, no. They were amazed. They were surprised at my boldness. I said, I'm not going anywhere. Do you guys know how far I've come? Do you know when I started years of sojourn? The movement in the wilderness. These guys did not know how this journey began. How I began the journey. Then reaching my destination, they said, man, they cannot try it now. I swear, when I remembered the journey, where I began from Africa, the story too long. I didn't give you guys the gist. They said I should go back. After all this journey, the story too long. I told them to their face, I said, Nala, you guys are lying, no. I told them, I said, you are lying. They carried me, put inside prison. They put me inside prison. They landed me inside, they locked me out inside prison. The story too long. I don't want to go further with this story is too long. Because if I continue to use you guys, we are going to spend the whole day here. I spent 6 months inside prison. If you see toughness, I spent 6 months inside prison. They left me. I bounced out. After 6 months, I bounced out. Then, as about young, strong man, lion-hearted. Then Vienna was hot in the early 90s. As a black man, if anywhere they see you, they control you. We went to Donaise, where we flexed. If you go to Donaise, police will come with their dogs. Anywhere they see you as a black man, they will control you. Embarrass you, ask you we will be passing in Donaise during summer. Police will come, they will carry people, no documents. But then they did not carry me because already I spent 6 months in prison. So there was nothing they could do me. I spent 6 months in prison. So when they come, they carried other people, they did not carry me. Yes, they did not carry me. Now look at it. There was too much police control then. Each time I was controlled, they would tell me, you have no right to live here. You need to go back to where you come from. They would tell me, you have no right. They said it, I said, it's a lie. The police will say, yeah, you need to. I will tell police, this is my country. I'm not going. They were like, what's up with you? I tell them, the way you were born was the way I was born. You were born by a woman, I was born by a woman. You will live and die, and I will live and die. This country belongs to everybody. You say, Abatu has kind of offenta believing or blah, blah, blah. Tu has kind of offenta beviligung or whatever. I said, this country belongs to all of us. There is power in spoken words. I kept telling, I said, I will be here, I'm not going anywhere. 30-something years after, I'm still here. I did not go anywhere. What people say in your life does not matter. So many people were told, you should leave this country. This country is not for you. They left. I did not leave. The people, they told them, leave. They left. They told me, leave. I did not leave. You see it. Many guys ran away when they got negative. They did not fight. I fought my fights. They got negative. They were told to leave. 80% of the guys left. I said, I'm not going nowhere. We stay here. This is where we are. Do what people say in your life matter? It doesn't matter. What you tell yourself, what you say to yourself is what matters. Thank you, Cynthia Oyairo. Thank you for the stars. What you say to your mind, what you say to yourself is what counts, not what another person says. With this, I want to end this broadcast. The story too long. You are seeing a warrior here, a conqueror. What the man you are watching here is a warrior. The story too long. We keep it real. So, Ikem, Ikem, are you here? Ikem, are you here? Good to see you. Where are my homies at? That's how we roll here. Yes, so God was watching over me and protecting me. Percy Roberts, I appreciate you. Yes, so in the Boski Bahosa, Black, I see you. So guys, I just came out. Story plenty. Patrick Martins is in the building. Patrick Martins, how are you doing? Good to see you. So guys, that's it all for now. Don't forget to follow the page. And do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm cool, Patrick. If you just joined us, you can go to my YouTube channel and rewatch this broadcast. Chukwu Ebuka, Chukwu Kadibia, I think that's it. Chukwu Kadibia. How are you doing? Can and Sugar, thank you, I appreciate you. So guys, you guys still want to hear more gist. You guys are, you love gist. Well, I want to, I saw you are from South Sudan. Good to have you in the building. People from all walks of life are here. Everybody is here. You got the gist now. Everybody is here. From every country is here. So guys, that's the end of the broadcast. You can rewatch the video again. Una case, I appreciate you for the heart. I appreciate you. So that is gun salute now. That one a gun salute. So if you want more gist, you need to share, go to my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel, share my video, this video, share it, let people hear it. You understand me? Okay. Jordan, sir, I see you big time. I see you big time. These are my people. Jordan, sir, these are core followers of this page. So guys, with this, I want to end the broadcast. Thank you for watching. I know you guys want more. Percy Roberts would like to hear my journey. I saw your mom used to tell you the journey from Grenada to where? Maybe Croix. I don't know. I didn't. I will watch. I will read the comments later. It wasn't easy. Yes, I met some women. Not many women in the journey. Many women were part of the journey, but they were few in number. Some women. I met some women in Cairo. Very few. I met some women. Very few women in Hungary. First, very few women in Hungary. Star, so you are in the building. You are seeing a warrior here. Star, you guys are seeing a warrior. When I tell you guys I'm a warrior, do you think I'm joking? If there is life in the moon, you will see me there. Ikejara, see you. If there is life in the moon, I will be one of the, if others are, I will find a way to get to the moon. Impossibility is nothing. Ikejara, you in the building, good to see you. Man, this story itself never complete. So the story plenty. The story plenty. Guys, give me 1 second. The story plenty. The story I never even begin. Now, see, let me tell you, you can change your situation. You can change your life. This has nothing to do with mama, papa. You can turn things around by yourself. When one door is closed, another is open. But at times, when a door is closed, you force it open. When a door is closed before you, knock that door open, bust it open, enter. At times you break the rules. You've got to break, yes. The rules were made by men, and men break the rules. Laws were made by men, and men break the law. You cannot just, a door is closed before you. You cannot just stand there waiting. Two things are there in this life. You either live or die. You know, past like that. It's not more than that. You either live or die. To succeed, at times you've got to break the rules. So guys, Nami, I am the one telling you, Nami the talk. At this stage of my life, I'm not afraid of nobody. Anything that is going down, let it go down. Let it go down. Anything that wants to go down, let it go down. So guys, see you guys in my next video. In life, you see what I wrote is only the fearless can be great. Some people, if I tell you how far, if I tell some people how far, you hide under the table. If I tell you how far, also, you get balls. If I tell you how far, you hide. You hide yourself under the table. Even you will celebrate me. You can defeat. Let me leave it. So guys, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this broadcast. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna go live once again. Story plenty. You know, sometimes I have headache. You know, sometimes my blood pressure is high. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to speak. And still, I take a lot of medications. You know, I sit at home sometimes thinking about my life. I sit at home at times thinking about, did I actually make it? Did I, after all this said and done, did I make it? Well, you are going to find out if I made it or not on my next, or in my next program. Star is, Star, I thought you would be sleeping by now. Why are you awake? People in US are sleeping at this time. Ikem, I've gone to specialists, you know. I've gone to many of them. Star, you said you are getting ready to work remotely. How do you mean? I want to know, find out. You can inbox me and let's chat. My sister Star. You can inbox me and we chat. So, past the robots is 7:30 a.m. in US. Okay. Okay, because my sister Star is living, a lot of guys watching are living in US. Many people are living in US. It's morning in US. Aren't you guys sleeping? My blood pressure need a different medication, perhaps. You know what I do? What I do these days is I don't eat. I ate yesterday only one time. Don't you see my stomach now? I can show you guys. There's nothing. My stomach is flat, completely flat. Nothing. I don't eat. Can and sugar, you at work. Okay. Can and sugar, you make that money, you don't eat it alone. No. Your bro is here. You cannot be making the money and eating alone. Remember, people are here waiting for you. You cannot. Turkey berries, okay? My blood pressure is always. I bought, they said I should drink coconut water. I bought coconuts, you know. I will drink the water. Are you hearing it? No, I'm not eating much now. Like today, I don't know if I'm actually going to eat. I don't eat much. Yesterday, I ate only one time. After this now, I would just eat these coconuts. And then, this blood pressure has always been there. I will show you guys the medications I'm taking. You'll be shocked, self. If I show you my medications, you'll be shocked. You got the gist now. And so how I prepare food. Okay, we don't cook with oil here. We don't cook with, we use only olive oil at times. We use olive oil. You understand me? So, guys, let me leave you guys for now. Okay, okra. I've seen somebody. My wife make the food herself. She make the food. She prepares this food. And my wife doesn't use oil. She doesn't use oil to cook. I don't eat meat. Somebody said about doctor, I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat. You see, I don't eat meat at all. I'm having headache now. I need to stop so that I can relax. I cannot sit for a long time, you know. So I need to stop now. So later in the evening, we can connect again. You see, I'm having serious headache at the back of my head. So I need to. Lifestyle, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I need to stop now. So later, when I get, later then, later, many G's coming up. If I relax now, and then the gist plenty itself. The gist plenty. So guys, thank you guys. Take care of yourselves. See you later.